Hi there, so in this video I am going to be looking at Pythagoras again. This time is to find not the hypotenuse but one of the other two shorter sides, hence why it's called Pythagoras finding a short side. So there's a slight difference to our working, but it's literally just the first line and I'll show you what I mean. So when we teach you to add, we teach you first of all that 3 add 4 is 7 and we all know that. And to solve that, so to solve this question here where I give you 3 plus what is 7, most people will be able to say, oh, it's just 4. But do you agree that what you're actually doing there is you're doing 7 take away 3 to get you 4? So the same idea works in Pythagoras, because Pythagoras, we've been used to be doing things like 6 squared plus 8 squared gives you basically 10 squared, right? And we worked out that the other side would be 10. But if I took this one out of the equation just now, to work backwards and get that one, knowing that the long side was 10 and the short side was 8, we're literally going to do 10 squared take away 6 squared, which gives us 64. Square root of 64 is 8, which will give us that other one. Let's see if it makes sense what I'm doing in the next slide. So here is my triangle, and I've used that the 10 and the 6 again just out of sheer coincidence. So here we go. This time, notice C is still my long side, the one opposite the right angle triangle. That is the one that the Pythagoras theorem works out. Now, if you're not asked for the long side, so you're not asked for the slope or the hypotenuse, whichever you call it, then it's not going to be adding together. It's going to be working backwards, because we've got our answer. We need to take away the one we know to get the missing one. And I go straight to the working. I'm going to call the unknown x squared. You can keep it as a if you wanted to. So x squared, this is my missing side over here, is 10 squared. So always start with your hypotenuse. So always start with the longest one, because common sense tells you when you're doing a takeaway, start with the longest side, don't you? So this has to be the biggest number first, okay? If it's not, I'll explain what happened in a wee second. So that has to be the, oops daisy, my knife's not getting in there. That has to be the longest number first. So when you do that, that gives you 64. And the square root of 64, we all know is exactly 8 centimetres. Okay. If you don't put the longest number first, it would turn out with a negative 64. And then when you try to square root it, it'll come up with error because you can't square root a negative number. So the missing side is simply 8 centimetres in that one. Let's have a wee look at the second. So same again, another triangle. I want the missing side there. This time I've called the A and B the other way around. It doesn't matter. I like to keep my unknown as x. So to get that short side, because we already know the long side, look, we know the longest side is 13. We start with the 13. So you start with the hypotenuse. So 13 squared take away 9 squared, which gives us 88. And then we're going to do the square root of 88, which to 2 decimal places is 9.38 centimetres. And as usual, my 2 decimal places at the side. Okay. Okay, my third example, slightly different twist to it. I'm going to put it into a context or a problem question as well. So I've got an isosceles triangle, which is denoted by those lines either side to show that these are equal. So really, if I extract the triangle I'm going to use, the slope is 11 and the bottom is half of 18, which is 9. Now, the question asks for the area of a triangle. The area of a triangle is half base times height. Now, we know the base of this triangle is 18. We don't know the height. That's what we're going to do using Pythagoras. So I'm going to call this h in this example. So using Pythagoras, h squared is 11 squared take away 9 squared. So h squared is 40. And the square root of 40 to 2 decimal places is 6.32. And then I can go do the area. So the area is half base times height. So the area is a half times my base of 18 times the height we just worked out to be 6.32. And that gives me a total area of 56.92 centimetres. Now units should have a wee squared on it, so it's actually square centimetres when you're talking about area. And again, that is to 2 decimal places. Okay, so the only difference if you're not asked for the hypotenuse, but you know the hypotenuse and one other short side, is your sum becomes a takeaway. The rest is completely the same kind of method of working. Okay, so I hope you follow them. Okay, there are questions on the next slide. So here are 8 optional questions if you want to try them. I've got the answers. If you pause it, try them. The answers will come up in a wee second or two. And I've done them all to 2 decimal places. Each one of these will be short sides. Okay, so remember, for the first one, this green one, you'll start with 14 squared, take away 5 squared. It's always the biggest number first, and so on. Thank you and good luck. And there is your answers if you need them. Okay, thank you.